And hello, Monarch fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for this week's episode of Monarch Season 2, Episode 7. So, spoilers alert if you have not seen this episode, but yeah. So let's talk about it. So at the end of Episode 6, we find out that Wyatt, Russell, I'm sorry, Kurt Russell, Kurt Russell, he wants to get Godzilla back. He needs Godzilla to try to find a way to track this creature, track Titan X, and, maybe destroy it. So he decides to go fishing, try to bring him out. Unfortunately, he rips a hole into the earth again, because, it happened beautifully last time. And he ends up doing it, and accidentally, kind of intentionally a little bit, kind of because it goes to his advantage, he ends up talking to his younger self, played by his actual son, Wyatt Russell. So the two of them start talking, and this is the point where when Kurt Russell, when he was younger, played by Wyatt, went into that world to try to explore that world. Not only that, but also he finds out that Kate's grandmother's in there as well. Because remember, in season 1, she fell in that hole and she disappeared. We didn't know what happened to her. That was like near the end, and all those little creatures are coming after them. Remember, when she fell, we don't see her until she comes back into the modern day, still the same age. So he finally finds her, and Kurt's like, nah, you know what? You gotta let it go. You gotta let it play out the way it plays out. Because honestly, they don't even know what will happen. Because him talking to himself in the past, in the modern day, that could change the timeline. Maybe obscure it to who knows. So he's like, back up. Don't engage with her. Let her do her thing. She's gonna be fine. Just let it play out. We need to focus. So he decides to come up with an idea to try to find a way to get Titan X and track it from the past, so that way it's easier for them to track it in the present. So they get Wyatt Russell or Lee in the past to put the tracker on the creature, find its nest. Right now it's dormant, it's sleeping, so it hasn't been woken up yet, because Wyatt has yet to go up into the time thing and wake it up, so it hasn't happened yet. So it's still dormant, so he's able to chip away, I guess, like some rounding rocks that's blocking his way out, because he's covered in it to protect himself, I guess. So he chips away, finds a creature or a piece of it, sticks the tag into it, and there you go. Now in the modern day, Monarch is trying to track this creature down. They see a blip on the screen, and they're like, wait, what? We haven't seen a blip like that since 1962. And yeah, now they have a way to track it down. So Lee, from the present day, he's actually kind of smart. His plan didn't really work when he was trying to find Godzilla, trying to track it down, trying to bring it out. But he was able to work around it to try to, let me try to figure out a way to track this Titan X, so that would be easy for us to do it in the modern day. And him talking to his younger self was great as well. Just seeing that communication. He really plays off really well with his own son. I thought him and Wyatt were the chemistry was really great. Obviously, father and son in real life. I think they really did a really good job of playing off each other, trying to like, oh yeah, you can't be me, and all that, that stuff, and all those questions. So I thought that stuff really worked really well. We also get to see Kate trying to figure out why she's now suddenly able to feel vibrations from this creature. Then we find out her grandmother was obviously able to talk to people in the past, and they will be able to tell them like, oh yeah, we can do that too. And why is that a thing? So she's going to try to figure that out. She falls into a hole as well. Kind of like a smaller version of the hole that her grandmother fell in. So it kind of foreshadowed that a little bit. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But the main thing about this episode was that they finally got a tracker on Titan X, and now they can track it down. Now obviously when Godzilla does show up, he'll be able to kill it easily, or take it back to Skull Island, and him and Kong could tag team and do it together. But we shall see. We haven't got there yet, but I'm pretty sure by episode 8, or I think there's 10 episodes in here. I'm not really sure. 10 or 9, we'll see. But yeah, this is a cool episode. No action, unfortunately. We also get to see Kate's brother. He finally meets up with the girl that he talked to in the bar that one episode. and they coming up with some kind of plan to get revenge on both Apex and Monarch. Obviously, Kate's brother feels kind of mad that, you know, his father's gone now, and he's still upset about that. So, but I'm pretty sure he'll come around, you know. But we shall see. But overall, not bad of an episode. You know, this season hasn't been great, but still, some of the story stuff in here is actually cool, and I like it. But at least pick up the pace a little bit. That's like my main thing about this season so far. They really should. But, you know, this is what we get. So, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about Monarch Season 2, Episode 7. Did you guys enjoy it, not enjoy it, whatever it is? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.